Okay, now guys, we're going to the digestive system. We kind of start with this structure here that covers the intestines like an apron, you know. And this is the greater omentum. Why? Because it's great, it looks big. And number two is attached to the greater curvature of the stomach. Okay, this is the greater curvature of the stomach. Okay, and then of course this is the lesser omentum. Why? Because it's attached to this lesser curvature of the stomach, the small curve. Okay. And then, like I said, for the stomach, I'm not going to go outright and say what is that organ, because you probably all know it. Okay, what I'm going to ask about are the regions. Okay, so if I put a pin over here on the top, what region is this? Starts with an F. Fundus. Okay, fundus. Okay, now we may have to do the digestive twice for you guys. And then this is the body. Most of it is the body. Okay, so if I put a pin anywhere in the middle, here is the body. Do you see how it gets dark brown over here? Because the muscle is getting real thick. This is called the pylorus, or the pyloric region, sometimes called the antrum, but just know it's the pylorus or the pyloric region. And this, you see how it kind of sort of gets indented right here? So this is the pyloric sphincter, okay? And the pyloric sphincter regulates gastric emptying into the duodenum, okay, which is the first part of the small intestine, okay? So sometimes I don't even have to put a tag on this pyloric sphincter. I'll just say what is the structure that regulates gastric emptying. Then you say pyloric sphincter, okay? I don't have to put a tag on it, and I might just do that, okay? And over here, like I say, I'm going to put a tag for this structure here, up here with the respiratory system, and this is the esophagus, okay? Scoot my cat. So this is the esophagus, okay? It runs just behind this trachea right here, okay? The esophagus goes through the hiatus in the diaphragm, and then boom, it then just enters the stomach. Right at that junction with the stomach is the cardiac sphincter, okay? Sometimes called the lower esophageal sphincter, okay, or the gastroesophageal sphincter, okay? But for you guys, just the cardiac sphincter will do, okay? And I don't even need to put a tag on it. All I say is, what is that structure that regulates gastric filling? Because that's how it fills up from the esophagus, right? And then you say cardiac sphincter, okay? I don't need to put a tag on it. I just say, what's the structure that regulates gastric filling? Cardiac sphincter. What's the structure that regulates gastric emptying? Pyloric sphincter, okay? And that's it. All right. So, and we said this organ right here is the spleen. It's part of the lymphatic system, but because it's conveniently right there with the digestive system, it's part of the one-zack intestine, okay? And we will probably put a tag on this. So spleen, okay? And it runs on the right, on the left side. So we open this cat like this, and voila, what do we see? You see this organ here that starts here, right there by the spleen. This organ is what? Pancreas. So all this is pancreas, okay, my good friend? Pancreas, 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 pancreas. It goes all the way down here alongside the duodenum, which is the first part of the small intestine. Oh, this is pancreas, 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 pancreas. So I put a tag anyway. I put a tag here, pancreas. I put a tag here, pancreas. I put a tag here, pancreas, okay? I put a tag here, pancreas. You see how this lobular stuff? This, but it's all the way there, okay? So it goes all the way across. And this is the first part of the small intestine, which is the duodenum, and it runs alongside the pancreas, okay? If I put a pin anywhere in the middle here, it's the jejunum, which is the middle part, you see, and then if I put a pin anywhere on these red and yellow deals, this is called the mesentery. Looks like a flower, okay? Mesentery, okay? Then I have to trace the large intestine for me to identify the last segment of the small intestine, okay? Okay, so that's that. And this one is kind of sort of, you know, messed up a little bit. So that's one thing you have to sort of look out for, okay? Do you see how it's kind of sort of was like that? They're over there. And in the exam, you have to watch out because your fellow students will be moving these intestines, so you tracing it from where this is, okay? This will be your marker to see. So this is the terminal part of the intestine, small intestine, and this is the ileum, okay? Okay, and there's the ileocecal junction. This little tube here is the cecum, and then the colon up there. So this is the ascending colon. So if I put a pin close to the ileum right here, this will be the ascending colon, okay? And if I put a pin right here, close to the colon, this will be the ileum, okay? Jejunum somewhere in the middle, and then of course duodenum close to the stomach, okay? They're always there, those parts. I always bring them, so you don't have to guesstimate and say, oh, is the intestine coming? No, it's coming, okay? So where it's kind of sort of gets U-shaped, here, that's where you have the transverse, because it kind of goes across like that, okay? Like I say again, you have to be careful because it might move. But if you see a pin anywhere in the middle of this whole long thing, that will be the transverse colon. If you see a pin kind of sort of on the bottom, that will be the ascending colon. And if you see a pin anywhere on the downward, on the last part here, that will be the descending colon, okay? And then the descending colon, there's the urinary bladder right there. This is a female, it's not pregnant, and it's got the ovaries right there, and there's a fallopian tube. You see how it's not pregnant? Otherwise you'll be seeing the fetus is growing in here. So this is definitely female just by looking at this, okay? And there's the little uterus. So the cat's growing, the fetal cat's growing the fallopian tubes, reproductive system. And somebody asks, what is this? What is this bulb thing? This is the kidney, right? Okay, and then it's retroperitoneal. We might remove just so you can see it, even though we're not doing a urinary system lab. Okay, so this is the descending colon, and then this is the rectum. Okay, it goes straight, and then the rectum to the anal canal, and then it comes out at the anus, right? Okay, so that's that. That's parts of the colon, parts of the intestine, small intestine, and then of course the mesentery. Okay, and then we did all the other organs. We did the greater omentum, and then we did all the parts of the stomach, fundus, body, pylorus, pyloric region, and then we did the duodenum and the jejunum and everything. Now we do the parts of the liver, okay? All right, and I said you use this to show you which side is which. So what is organ is this? The gallbladder, and the gallbladder is on the right side, okay? So there's the division right there. So this is the, which lobe of the liver is this? Where the gallbladder is located. Right median lobe. Right median lobe. Okay? And this one then is the left median lobe. What about this? It's the left lateral lobe. Okay? And then you have to look for the right lateral lobe. You see these two lobes right here? This is the right lateral lobe. Okay? Right lateral lobe, right median lobe, left median lobe, left lateral lobe, and then on the inside here, this one, pointy one right here, this is the caudate lobe. Remember the liver, the cat has 4, you know, no, the cat has 5 lobes, okay? Caudate lobe, left lateral lobe, left median lobe, right median lobe, and right lateral lobe over here, down here. And the lateral lobe has got this sort of renal flexure here because of the kidney on the right side. You see how the kidney on the right side. So this is why the kidney on the right side is a little bit lower than the kidney on the left side because of the liver. You see, it's a big organ that's right there, so it's kind of lower like this. Some individuals have it on the same level, it just depends, but that's usually why it is lower on the right, okay, because of the liver. Okay, and so that's that, and and that concludes. But the other thing you want to see is the biliary ducts. You know, the cystic duct will come see. Oh, this is the gallbladder right here. So the cystic duct joins the common hepatic duct, which then comes from the left and right hepatic ducts, and then the common hepatic duct and the cystic duct from the gallbladder join to form the common bile duct, which then deposits into the duodenum. Okay, so that's all the parts of the digestive system, and you can close it down, my good friend.